Hello, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I did say I would be streaming today. I also did say that times might vary. That's all. So while on my schedule in the Discord did have listed as 10, I did forewarn say, yeah, it might change up. And it just so happens, but 12 o'clock just kind of worked out a little better. Even though this one should be potentially a quicker kit. More than likely a quicker one. Let me get the lo-fi going. Gundam lo-fi. There we go. Perfect. So, what do I have on the docket for today? Well, one of the three kits I showed off at the end of stream last night. And I decided to go with the one I think would be the easiest to build first. That would be the high-grade Blitz Gundam. Specifically, this is the remastered re-release where they had slightly more anime accurate colors but with less stickers and a whole bunch of random decals that I don't want to use because I don't want to. I just want to use the normal color correcting stickers. Why? Because I'm boring. I'm always boring. So yeah, good old Blitz Gundam. This will be the fourth of the 5G weapons from the G project or whatever. Yeah, from Seed that I'll be making. I have the Aegis as well. That'll be another day, possibly tomorrow. More than likely tomorrow, because that'd be the next easiest. Because after that, I'm have to rebuild the Ale Strike, and that's a more modern high grade, so a lot more goes into it. A lot more. Aegis would be second hardest because transformation. It has a little transformation in it. So, a little more engineering in there to make it go from mobile suit to squid. I did not stutter, by the way. It does turn into a squid. I don't know why. It just does. Alright. So, pull that good old box top off. Manuals are manuals. We've seen them a million times in the past. This one's just a little more meh, because they just went with the box art again, so it's awkwardly cut off. And so there's our sticker sheet. Look at that massive red sticker. There's a reason for that. There's the decal sheet I was talking about. That's the little decal sheet. It's got stuff in here specifically because this is, well, this was a captured suit. It has stuff it's got decals for the Zaft faction. It comes with the model numbers for all of the other Gundams that were made at that time. Plus random ones that say things about phase shift. And then just numbers if you want to make your own specific, I don't know, number on there. Which, I mean, those could just be, oh god, it's hard to pick up on there. The little numbers at the bottom, each are all individual. So you can really just kind of save those and use them for another project if you want. And because I built the Buster, Duel, and Providence, well, I got a bunch of these, so I have a whole bunch of numbers I can use. If I ever so choose. I've got a wire in here for one effect. They're weird little cup joint thing if you want to use an action base with this. That. Very dark shade for the polycaps. It's very interesting. I've seen them in blue, I've seen them in gold, I've seen them in gray, I've seen them in red. I mean, I think, what else have I seen them in? I know I've seen them in other colors. This one's neat. This is a very striking dark. And then after that, we literally only have 3 runners. That's why I said it's going to be a quick hit. It's an older high grade, so it's not nearly as, it's not nearly as more engineered as more modern high grades. They were a tad bit more simplistic. Obviously, as time goes on, the engineering gets better, we get more runners, and the cost is more, but we get more everything out of it, obviously. More posability, more playability, better color corrections, all things like that. But these are still good. These are still good. So, let's get this thing ready to go. Okay, it looks like we're only going to be not using 5 polycaps throughout the whole thing, so that's kind of neat. That's nice. Yeah, steps should be sort of kind of simple for the most part. Let me get the line art up, which, hey, once again, it's a PNG, so I didn't have to have an awkward white box down here. That's what our final product is more or less going to look like. That there be the Blitz Gundam. So let's I'm gonna grab something really quick. So I'm gonna be right back. I won't switch screen or anything, but I'll be right back. Backski. Alrighty. So, what do I need first? C. Interesting color combo with this. A like pale purple or purpley pink. And then we got like pure black with a little bit of red, white, and yellow in there. Alright. Just start snipping, and then I'll go through the refish history of the Blitz Gundam. The Blitz Gundam was one of 5 Gundams that appeared at the beginning of Gundam Seed. It was these 5 machines built in secret to help combat the Zaft and the quote-unquote coordinator threat. I guess you could call it. The Blitz Gundam itself differed from the first 3. It differed, well, technically, not really first 3, but it differed from 3 of them. It differed from the Strike, Duel, and Buster. They all shared the exact same frame underneath. That's referred to as the X100 series frame. The Blitz, on the other hand, used the X200 series frame. What the hell does that even mean? Very simple. The 200 series frames were used for special equipment, while as the 100 series were just used for kind of like basic general purpose. What special equipment did the Blitz itself have? Well, it could turn invisible. Yeah. The Blitz could go invisible to the eye and to computer sensors. It's called Mirage Colloid. Colloid. It emits special particles that renders the suit invisible. That's kind of why it's in this darker color as well, to help ease that turning invisible thing. Especially in space. If you're darkened in space, wow. kind of hard to see you. Like your mobile suit. If your mobile suit is dark, it's going to be a little harder to see next to the blackness of space. So this just made it even more so. The whole point of the Blitz Gundam was to perform covert sneak attacks and whatnot. It would fire up the Mirage Colloid, get behind enemy lines, and then, just, you know, hit them from behind. You know, just do backstabbing type things. And then turn invisible again after firing, because once it goes invisible, it can't use any of its weapons. And then, after doing what it's got to do, go invisible again, and then just get the hell out of Dodge. And let the other G-weapons move in and do what they need to do. That isn't to say the Blitz is, like, completely defenseless. It just doesn't have head Vulcans like the other G-weapons, like the Strike and the Duel and everything. Part of that is because they wanted to be able to reduce as much noise as the machine itself makes when it goes invisible. So a lot of its internals or stuff were made and designed to be able to reduce any kind of noise whatsoever. So beyond just, you know, our eyes and our sensors can't see it, our sensors or anything else can't hear it either. It just goes in and out like a literal ninja. So it doesn't have the proper shell-firing weapons like that for point defense, like, you know, little tiny missiles or something coming at it, so it can't do anything like that. The weapons it does have aren't internal either, they're external, so really the Blitz could ditch that stuff if it wanted to go with a very light load and perform, say, reconnaissance. It's got like a rocket-propelled grappling claw on its one arm, and on the other arm it has a shield beam saber beam rifle combo. Oh, what the hell do they call this thing again? I'm not gonna find it on the box because the box is in all Japanese. This is at the point where they didn't put dual languages. Let's see, what do they call it? The Tricaros Offensive Shield System. It's this big, giant plank that can, you know, act as a shield, deflecting shell-firing shells and even beams, because it has some anti-beam coating on it, as well as Seed's fancy gimmick, the phase shift armor. That just makes shell-firing stuff practically useless. But on the other side of that big old plank, there is a combo beam gun, beam saber, as well as 3 physical, they call them darts, that it could fire out. Yeah, this thing has like 3 big fucking lances that it just decides, hey, I want you to get a pull to the face. Here you go. Oh yeah, that's kind of really it for the Blitz in that regard. As for the show history, it was stolen at the beginning of the series by, well, Zaft, and given to the pilot, Nicole Armafi. Just a coordinator, green hair, small child that's just a very good soldier and wanting to be a parent pleaser too? I don't know. There's a big meme about Nicole, how he liked piano. Don't ask. Well, Kid is smart and very dangerous on the battlefield, and they were actually the first one, because they, you know, had access to the machine to find the Mirage Colloid system on the Blitz, and came up with a plan to use it to infiltrate a shielded base, which did work. So, for a long while, at least for the first half of the show, the Blitz and the other stolen Gundams would hound the main characters all throughout, until they eventually got down to Earth. Yeah, they still hound them, but things were slowly, ever so slightly, starting to turn toward the good guys' favor. The main character was getting a lot better with his Gundam, because he was just a kid. He wasn't an actual trained military pilot at all. So he was more or less learning as he goes, and adapting. During one confrontation, with the Blitz and Aegis going after the Strike manages to slice off one of the Blitz's arms, essentially KOing it for a good chunk of that fight. But as the Strike pilot was about to destroy the Aegis Gundam, which had lost pretty much all power, the Blitz came charging in, minus its arm, using one of the darts from its, weird gun thing, and took an anti-ship sword to the cockpit. And subsequently blew up. Killing Nicole. The kid got bisected and roasted alive by a sword meant to cut down ships. Yeah, not pretty. Not pretty at all. It was after that the Blitz doesn't really have any real prominence, at all in the anime after that. Its 200 series frame that it used would later be used on a second Gundam used by, well, as the fandom calls them, the Druggies. Did I put that in the right one? It feels off center. That's better. Yeah, the 200 series frame was used by another Gundam, the Forbidden, I believe, because that has a special system on it. But the Blitz itself, no, nothing really. Two more were at least, maybe not two more, a few more were at least made and later remodeled into different forms. But that's kind of really about it. The last time we saw anything really Blitz-related actually came very recently in the, little spoilers for a movie I also have not seen yet, by the way. In the Gundam Seed Freedom movie, the Dual Gundam gets an upgrade and equips some Blitz-like weapons. Mostly, the grappling claw on the one arm and those darts. Those fucking darts came back. These long-ass poles just decided to show up on another Gundam. That technically wasn't really related to it in a way. I mean, it kind of is, but it's neither here nor there. In fact, the Duel gets a brand new name in this form. The Dual Blitz Gundam. So, while Nicole and the Blitz were long destroyed and kind of forgotten about, they weren't in universe by Nicole's friends and comrades. In fact, it's because of Nicole's death that a lot of things really take a turn in the anime. There is one more thing that happens with a piece of the Blitz, but I'll get into that once we get to building that specific section of it. Those that know. Those that don't know, well, you get to find out. If you've been on the channel long enough when I was playing through Crossrays, you already know what I'm about to... You already know what I'm talking about. Sorry. How have I already been going for 20 minutes? It's a very, very distinct looking suit, too. say what you will about Seed's character designs most of the time, with the good old same face syndrome going on for a bunch of them. When it comes to the actual like mechanical design for the mobile suits and stuff, holy hell. That stuff is top notch, like, wow. Especially their Gundams, like, holy shit. They look fantastic, and the Blitz is one of those. Definitely a standout, I would say. Not one of my personal favorites, I will say, but still very, very good. I'm gonna look back and see, where did I put the Blitz on my Gundam, on my mobile suit tier lists? I know I have them still. Probably in here. Is this it? Nope, that's double O. Huh. Okay, I put, looking at it, I put the Blitz, in A tier. I liked it well enough to put it in A tier. The only things that beat it out were the Buster Gundam, the Calamity Gundam, and the M1 Astray in the A tier. And then there's the ones in S tier, but I mean, just in A tier. It's 4th in A tier. So you gotta give it to them. Give it to that. Okay. Yeah, it's a very, very good design. Yeah, just the dark colors mixed with that, like, pale purple really catch your eye. Ironic for a suit that's supposed to be, you know, a stealth suit. Quite ironic, honestly. The suit's whole deal is I'm not supposed to be seen, but it's got a color scheme that's like, wait, what? It makes you do a double take and really want to look at it. Also, you know a kit is old when it has pegs for the arms to go on into. Not like ball joints that clip into it. It's got pegs. Not the biggest pegs I've seen on these though. I've seen much bigger. So this isn't too bad. Again, this is an older kit that was just redone in different colors. There's some hope that they'll redo a lot of the old high-grade Seed things, especially after the Freedom movie came out. I mean, we do have a bunch already. Like, we have... what do we have? We do have the Strike, the Freedom, Strike Freedom, Infinite Justice, Force Impulse, and its variants in P Bandai, the Destiny Gundam. So they've done a few. They've done a few already, redone, even releasing new stuff like the Dagger L and the Strike Dagger and stuff. The Wyndham, a whole bunch of Mook suits. So they've done some. But there's some hope that a few will get some renewals, essentially. Like, I'm hoping for dual renewal because I want a more articulated dual Gundam. Blitz, maybe not, might not happen, but possibly because of their appearance in the movie, possibly the Duel and the Buster, because they both made appearances in the movie in different upgraded forms. But who knows? We'll see what Bandai wants to do. You can never predict what they're gonna do, honestly. I, for one, would very much love a dual redo, and they're also like halfway there with an Aegis revive because of Bill Diver's re-rise. The one character in that used used their own custom version of the Aegis Gundam. So they like have a good chunk of the parts there for it. It can still transform just like the regular Aegis, it's just got a might motif. I mean, at the very most, they would probably just make it a P Bandai. Which, I mean, that's more than likely what would happen. Probably with all these, then just make them all P Bandai. So, good old exclusives. But the possibility would exist. Again, they're halfway there with the Aegis. They could probably reuse some of the parts from the Strike for both the Buster and the Duel, because again, they share a frame and some parts on them are similar. Mostly the legs. There's a bunch of spots and parts on their legs that are somewhat similar because of the same frame, so again, the possibility is there. But out of all of them, the Blitz I feel like would be the least likely. Ironic, considering apparently the Buster Gundam was having terrible sales back in the day. And the only reason they made the pilot turn good and join the, the good guy's side was solely for, to hopefully boost the sales of his model kits. I don't know if it worked or not. But I'll take them not killing his character off after so many years a sign that it did work. Kinda. I mean, they got a master grade for the Buster now, I believe, or for a while they've had one. Okay, that eye sticker wasn't too bad. I mean, it's one of the older style eye stickers, so it's a little more chunkier, a little easier to get around compared to some nowadays that are a little thinner, or sometimes just individual eyes. Which those are a little more difficult to get on nice and straight and proper. Wrong runner. I'm not expecting like a great deal of articulation out of this thing, like not a super crazy amount, but it should still get something good out of it, something decent. I thankfully don't have to contend with like the gun that the Buster has and trying to get that thing in both of its hands and moving it around, or the extra armor on the Dual Gundam, hampering movement. So this should be a little more, tad bit more, flexible in a way. Hopefully. But we'll find out. Find out. God, you can barely see the eyes after the rest of the head goes on. Just gets buried under there. That's fine, though. Adds to the menace. I'll worry about the safety flags after stream. And it's got one chonker of a head camera. My goodness. I mean a chonker of a head camera. There we go. Thankfully, it comes with a sticker for this one, it looks like. Yes. Very, very thin sticker, but it has a sticker nonetheless. I'll take it. Some of them don't have actual full head camera stickers, which is really annoying. Mostly it's the back head cameras that they don't bother to put a sticker in, especially for these re-releases. And their remastered ones. I don't know why, but some kits have their sticker sheet have just a random long extended green patch with no sticker cut in, so if you really, really wanted to, you could use stuff like that to make your own head cameras, which a bunch of people have done. Many people have. Alright, so we got our head. Go on to the body. There we go. God, you can barely make out the eyes. Let's see if the... There they are. They're just peeking. So, just having this fucking thing coming at you. And then you look up, now it's got eyes. Go over there. Watch me build the rest of you, I suppose. Next up is an arm. We're doing both arms, pretty much. Okay. Where are we? Ah, the arm pieces are up here. Yes, watch me drop a whole runner. I know what I'm doing. I'm not clumsy. I'm totally not clumsy, guys. I know what I'm doing. Ooh. Can't put those together until I make the shoulder joint. It goes around all of that. Oh, I need the A runner. Perfect. That makes it easy. Makes it real easy. I need to get around to watching Seed Destiny. I've never actually watched it. I know it mostly from a few clips and Reputation, and I mean, people shit on Seed a whole lot, and I watched it, and I actually enjoyed it. First half was just kind of eh. The second half really picked up, and it became its own thing, and I was really enjoying it then. So who knows? Maybe I'll actually enjoy Seed Destiny. Well, I mean, I'll find out when I eventually watch it. I mean, I still need to finish watching Double Zeta as well. I'm only a few episodes into that. I think I managed to end the Moon arc, though. Finally. Thank Christ. Fight with me, huh? Yeah, this is really gonna want to fight with me right now, isn't it? Ah, now I got you, bastard. Oh, I want stickers. Just the front? Okay, I guess just the front, not the back. Oh well. I mean, you want to make the front look good, so makes sense. If you want ones for the back, buy a second kit and reuse those stickers. Yeah, buy a second Blitz. Just so you can get double the stickers to make the front and back of the shoulders look fine and good. That totally seems like a Bandai thing to do. I mean, it pretty much is. It very, very much is a Bandai thing. Builds, how's it going? Welcome on in. Building is going pretty good so far. No major hiccups or anything that's annoying me from it. It is an older kit, so it's a little easier. Yeah, how are you doing? Good, just got done adding some panel line to a Zaku. Oh, nice, nice. Which Zaku? Because, I mean, you gotta be really specific on what Zaku. There's like, how many of the variants out there? Okay, an Origin Zaku. Okay. Oh yeah, those things are ripe for panel lining. Everything from the Origin line is. Did my music stop again? Of course it did. Little cutie in all its green glory. Solid kit, I might have to say. A lot of the Origin kits are incredibly solid. The ones I've got, the heavy and full armor Gundam, they're pretty good. They are really solid kits. Yeah, I mean, the orange stickers on the heavy Gundam, I wish I could have something better for that, especially on the ankle guards, because those things are peeling off. And have been since I built the dang thing. Okay, I gotta build the forearm. I got beef with I got beef with stickers too, especially if they're long and thin. Looking at you, Caliburn. Just finished building that thing last night, and I hated the stickers to go inside its broom rifle. Ugh. Yeah, everyone got to watch me struggle to put all those things in. Good 16 of them. Yep. Let me grab the Caliburn real quick. So here we got our Caliburn that finished up last night. And right inside of its broom, there's 4 stickers for each of the little prongs there. I had to put them on individually. Ugh. Not fun. Not fun. But overall, I like how the kit looked. I'm trying to panel line it a little more. Tried to put a few more on there, and that's what's working. Hey Victor, how's it going? Nice old kit. Now you can recreate the scene of Nicole dying to Kira. I do have the anti-ship sword. I do have the anti-ship sword, so I can do that. Need to get more Witch from Mercury kits. I only have the Ghouls Delanza. He's my favorite. The Caliburn is the only Witch from Mercury kit I have, because I fell in love with the Caliburn the minute that thing started doing things on screen. It was just kind of from the still shots in the episodes, but once that thing was in motion, oh boy. I had to. I absolutely had to get it. Kits, and none of them are Mercury intended. Yeah. Yeah, I remember you saying that last night. You're asking which would you rather get, the Farak or the Michaelis, and, well, I said Farak because, well, good reasons. Love the box art. The Witch from Mercury box arts are amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's Caliburn's again. Still have the runners in here, which I gotta get rid of later. Like, that's literally just a work of art. And that's just the Caliburns. There's not too much going on in there, but that just looks good. Yes, I like the big guns. The Farak has a big gun. The Caliburn has a big gun. There we go. Now that forearm's done. glad this is only 3 runners worth of parts. So used to just, you know, buttloads of runners to make these things. So it's nice to have that change of pace. There we go. You know it's old again when you got pegs for your arms. There we go. We've got some of the duel so far. I mean, the Blitz. Why did I say duel? This is the Blitz. I already built the duel a while ago. I have duel on the mind, apparently. I like the duel. Probably because I said ghoul earlier. Ghoul, duel, ghoul duels. Oh god, I'm stretching. I'm just stretching there. Oh, take a nice sip of that tea. All right, next arm. Let's build our shoulder part first before I get the shoulder armor, just so I can mount that stuff on right away. Love IBO feats. Those kits got some of the best feet in the game. Of the 3 I built, the Kamaris Vidar, the Bale, and the Astaroth, yeah, they actually are pretty good feet. I mean, Vidar's is basically just like stilted heels at that point. Like they're not. I don't even think it has flat feet. They're more claw than feet at that point. Oh, and Victor redeemed a Power Ranger Sentai Rider Fact. Okay, Okay, this one's interesting enough, and also very, very recent. In the entire franchise's history here, the current season airing right now, Kamen Rider Gotchard introduced the first female secondary rider. What the hell's her name? Everybody assumed it would be the another character that was there, who eventually chose identity change fully from just an armored warrior named Spanner to Kamen Rider Spanner. Yeah, it's the Fisher's name. No, Valvrad. No, Spanner's his actual name. Valvrad's his fucking armor name. Don't ask why. Don't ask. Don't ask. I don't know why the man's name is Spanner. Apparently his father's name was Wrench. And his sword is essentially a giant wrench. It's weird. I gotta make another image here. Where are you? There you are. There, yeah, Gotchard secondary rider is female character. Female rider. Kamen Rider Majad? I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Because I haven't seen the show to actually hear how they say it. Yeah, she was a supporting character on the show the whole time. In Rider, there's usually you got the male main lead and then a female main lead. Sometimes they're, shipped together, hints here and there, some kind of romantic attraction. Sometimes not. But generally they don't become a rider. This time, They just said, fuck it, they're the secondary writer now. We're just changing the game. So yeah, that's a franchise first. Female secondary. Broke a lot of expectations and norms. That's pretty cool. So there's your fact. And also, just the suit itself looks really good. And I think she got an alternate form very recently, too, and it also looks fantastic. Yeah, he's not coming. He is Valvrad, right? I gotta look at the other guy. Now, I was like, okay, I know his name is Spanner, but is he... Did he get his name fully changed? Okay, I think it is yeah, I think he is in fact just Kamen Rider Valvrad. Yep, he is. Okay, why did I think his name was Kamen Rider Spanner? That would have been too easy. They gotta go with something weird like Valvrad. Kurogane Spanner, however you want to say it. And again, his father's name was apparently Wrench. The hell is his child's name gonna be? Ratchet? Damn, quite a difference between the two, to be perfectly honest. His initial form and then his Kamen Rider form. They're very, very different. I mean, they're sort of the same. You can see the elements of one in the other, but it's just, wow, what the hell? It was less an upgrade and more a redesign. His original armored warrior form, very dirty and rusted. He's not a Kamen Rider. He's an armored warrior. I think they decided to make that distinction. He's an armored warrior, a common senshi or something like that. And then there's his rider form. Yeah. You can see elements. You can see elements from one going to the other, mostly in the head to have that actual wrench still on the one side, but now it's more sleek. And he shares the Gotchard Rider's engine motif in the center of his chest. Still got most of the color scheme, but it seemed to have just ditched most of the white. But still, it's a neat evolution. I'm a fan of something like that, using one system then having an upgrade to it after. I can almost guarantee they'll bring back the original suit in some form. Like if he can't, for whatever reason, use his normal stuff. If he can't use his rider form, he'll just go back to his armor form. Love those colors. It is a nice color palette. They've done stuff like that before with another character that also went from like an armored form and then later gained a rider form, which I think a lot of people are kind of comparing them to. And they kind of call him like a lesser version. Size. So back in Kamen Rider Drive, there was the like sort of kind of rival-ish character, later to have revealed as more important to the history of that show. Machine Chaser. He was a villain for like the first half or so. But then once he got like some memories back and kind of found himself, he joined back with everyone, became, you know, a good guy again. And also got himself a rider form in Kamen Rider Chaser. In fact, in his first transformation, with the belt rather than his little trinket that he used to go into the Machine Chaser form, Machine Chaser appeared first, and then just all the armor just kind of purged off and became the rider form. And some things carry over. He still has an asymmetrical mask with the engines going on. He's got orange eyes still, and he's got a skull symbol on the same shoulder. And of course, I'm on an ad break. So while the ad break happens, I'll snip out the next piece at least, so I can, build this kit I'm supposed to build. So yeah, that's another character with a predominantly purple color scheme, going from an armored form to a rider form. And in fact, at the end of the series, he loses access to the Chaser form entirely and has to go into the Machine Chaser very briefly to tank an attack. It doesn't end well, I'll tell you that much. It doesn't end well for Chase. But he tried. He tried. So yeah, if we had a nickel for every time they had a rival character in purple that later became a common rider, we'd have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice. And of course, they keep their weapon / original transformation trinket from the prior form into their new rider form. Chase's was like a weird gun knuckle duster type thing. Spanner's is his wrench sword. Go. Alright. Get the sticker onto the shoulders. That's 1. And now 2. I'm making sure I'm putting them on the right side here. If I was putting them on the back of the arm, I would cry. But if I wanted to get that complete look, I would have to buy a second Blitz just to reuse those stickers for the back of his shoulder. No, forearm parts. I have a favorite kit that I've built. Ooh, that's actually a really tough one. Ooh, yeah, I think back at I think I'm literally at like about 100 kits now. How many? Favorite. Coming at me with a hard question here. If we're going in my favorite in pure looks after I'm done with everything, I would have to say the Sinanju. Not my favorite to build because, oh my god, those stickers are a pain in the ass. But after it was done, it is easily one of my most gorgeous kits. It just looks so good. The pain I went through to get those stickers on. But they're a pain, but yeah, you know my pain. The Sinanju is an absolute beauty. Oh, also I forgot a part for the arm here. On the other side. Yeah, if we're going pure looks, it would have to be the Sinanju. This side wants two, okay. If I were to go for the actual build in general, that's a tough one. Probably have to say the Core Gundam and its, armors and stuff. Probably say is one of my favorites. Just because of how much articulation and movement they're able to fit in such a small little kit. And then the armor exchange and everything on top is just even better. I mean, I haven't built many of the Core Gundam stuff. I built the Core Gundam with the Earth 3 armor. The Core Gundam 2 with the Uraven armor. And then I've built the Alice Core Gundam and its Earth 3 armor, plus the fake new armor. But I like that. They're neat little kits. Emphasis on little. They're like half the size of a normal high grade until you put the armor on. Yeah, favorite from actually building and everything, definitely gonna be like the Core Gundam and stuff. Favorite looks-wise, the Sinanju. The whole armor swapping gimmick for the Core Gundam is actually really cool. And neat how easy it is, though. It doesn't seem to go too great with the Core Gundam 2, though. I don't know, it feels a little loose on some parts. Granted, that could be because of my building skill, but you never know. see. Okay. Get that in, and then we make its fist. The other side. What about you, Kawaii? What do you say is your favorite kit you've built? Butterfingers right now. Okay, we've got our top half of the Blitz. And oh, and a big change of pace. We're making the waist next. I'm okay with that. I'm kind of annoyed in like more modern kits where it's like, okay, you're making the body and the head and the arms. Now we're gonna make the legs, and then we'll save the waist for last. Last year I was obsessed with building my MG Zaku. It all comes back to the Zaku. They were my current favorite and I needed all. That's a lot of Zakus. There's as many Zakus as there are stars in the sky. Clearly something changed if you were saying they were... There's like, you were obsessed with them last year. So something changed. Is what I'm getting. This year, I'm hoping the MG Sazabi would be a great build as a project of... Ooh. Well, Sazabi is just a great-looking suit in general, in Master Grade form, even more so. Everyone loves the Sazabi. They love the Sazabi so much, they made the Sinanju kind of look like it. I also love the Sazabi. I need it in every size and variation. I have a high-grade Sazabi. It is standing right next to the Sinanju, because obviously I had to do that. I don't have a new Gundam, though. I have a Unicorn and a Banshee and the fake new armor for the Alice Core Gundam, which I think I have on the regular Core Gundam right now, with the Uraven's arm guards to give it longer arms. Just so it wasn't sitting on the random armor base thing. Yeah, I've got a Sinanju with a Unicorn and Banshee. I have the Sazabi, but I don't have a new. I don't have a new Gundam. Sazabi and new go together so well, they're a match made in heaven. That might be on my buy list next time to finally get myself a new Gundam. Finally. It just feels so wrong to have one and not the other. So yeah, currently Sazabi, if he wants to be posed with a new Gundam, has to settle for the shorter and lanky and like shorter, slimmer fake new. They do not look good together. They do not scale well together at all. It's actually funny. Sosby will also have to just kind of settle for the Rigazi. I have that one. It's one of the first kits I actually got at a convention way long ago when I first started deciding I wanted to try building. The Rigazi, I know, of all things. Yeah, that first convention I decided to buy kits at, I got Dynamis, the Roan Ainz, Rigazi, and Hyakushiki Revive. Built the Hyakushiki right there in the hotel room just to try it out. And then when I got home, I built the other three. Those are my first 4 kits. There's the base. Oh, wait. I missed a sticker here on the, earlier on the Blitz. Got a chest here. 2 stickers, actually. Oh, wow. Oh, boy. That's... wow. Oh, thanks for the follow, Kawhi. I appreciate it. Maybe I missed this entirely. I'm so bad. My best friend took me to a hobby store, made me pick out a kit, and then forced me to watch the build series. Yeah, I don't know why I got it in me. I wanted to try watching Gundam again, watch the build series, and that made me want to try my hand at making a kit, like building a kit. And of all things, I decided to go with 4 kits as my first kits. 2 Universal Century and 2 00. And then it just kind of went from there. And the last sticker is a small-ass little yellow one. I even bought a bunch of kits and gave them to my friends as gifts for Christmas. As part of their Christmas gifts. Just picked a bunch of kits that I thought they'd kind of like, built them up, and then just gave it to them. Build series gets so much hate, but I really enjoy it a lot. I like the original Build Fighters. Try was alright. But it didn't really match the original. Build Divers was... It was something. It had some alright ideas, but just kind of... Re-Rise, on the other hand, that was good. Even if it was Gundam Isekai. Until we didn't know that until, you know, well, later. But it was indeed Gundam Isekai. Hi, Brozart, how's it going? Oh, we're not even finishing the waist. We start the waist, is just say, forget about the side skirts for now, move on to making the legs, and then we'll add the side skirts and everything after the fact. That's fine. I'm behind. No worries, no worries. There! Now you're all caught up. I assume. Yeah, damn buffering. What can you do? Well, we know what we can do about buffering. Refresh. Where do I do this? Imagine Truck-kun was in... I don't think anyone was expecting actual Gundam Isekai. Hell, they even got the whole, like, potential, if you die in the game, you die for real thing going on there. But they made it work. Also, are they just not going to talk about the fact that aliens exist in what's supposed to be the real world now? In that series, aliens technically exist. They're real. They're on a planet light years away that had an advanced AI guarding it. And its weird, misguided war against the furries that just sprang up on the planet after its original creators, you know, went extinct, I guess, or uploaded their consciousness to our internet. I don't know what was going on there. But that's a sentence I just said. An ancient AI is waging a misguided war against furries. Like, they're technically an alien life. And people do know about it. Like, of all things, a fucking MMO game devs and shit. And a few players, but like, you're just not gonna mention that we've managed to make first contact. We're just gonna keep it quiet. It's like... Or do you think the world will be too much? We found a planet of animal people. But we can only visit them through an MMO. Also, if you die there, you're actually going to die. Or go into a coma and then die. I don't know. I'm not... who knows? Who knows the actual specifics of how that worked? Like the second time Gundam introduced aliens, but no one really took much of an offense to that one compared to 00 when they introduced aliens in the movie. But I mean, the whole series of 00 was like building to that. They were building up to getting humanity ready for first contact. And people got annoyed. Or it's because those were just indiscernible metal blobs and spikes and crap. Whereas these ones were, again, furries. They're humanoid animals. It's like, nah, they look cute, so they get a pass. Like, I'm pretty sure even the one character is like having this... having a relationship with one of them, too. How that works, though, his, like, body transported... No, his mind transported to a different world, given life through mystical sand? I think that's what it was. Just kind of creating a new body for his mind to go into. He's gonna have a relationship with one of them? How does he have the same DNA over there? Does all of his everything work? Would he have to pay child support if he just decides to no longer log into the game? And just abandon her entirely? Because she can't go to him. like, how does that work? Also, there was also a mystical fucking dragon in that show, too, that could fly into space and shoot lasers. So, like, kinda sorta magic also exists in, you know, what's supposed to be real life as well. And anytime they brought their Gunpla over, too, they became real as well? And they've also just brought like, claw plate and shit over too to help make replacement wings for the dragon because one got blasted or something. So like they could just literally make a rocket. Like, you know, just bring over the fucking 00 Quanta, make it go full power and make a portal from there to Earth, and there you go. We can bring the furries to Earth and back again. Also, just Gundams are real. Just, Gundams are now a real thing in this world, and all they require is to be transported to the furry planet first. When you try to really think about it, it's like, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a show made to, you know, sell model kits. Oh, just came back to hear transported to the furry planet. Oh, I'm talking about Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise. That's supposed to take place in the real world. Yet the characters of that show get their minds transported to a planet inhabited by furries and constantly under attack by an ancient AI. Yeah. So alien life exists, and it's furries. Also, they can bring their Gunpla over as well, because of course they can. Also, I cut out the wrong piece, I think. No I didn't. It just looks different. Okay. Yeah, when you really think about it, I'm like going a little too deep in here thinking about it. It's like, one of the characters is like obviously starting a relationship with one of the girls there, one of the furry dog girls. I was like, will that work? Because it's more or less implied they're creating. Okay, but just when they bring their Gunpla over, they're still just models of the actual. They're mechs. When they bring them over to this other world. Okay, first off, they're playing it in the MMO. They're playing a game in an MMO, but then when they go to this world, their like minds are being transported there along with their Gunpla models and being rebuilt by mystical sand, so their bodies are technically like sand, but they can still feel pain and get hurt and crap, and then the Gunpla becomes like the full-scale model as if it was still the MMO. So they get a full fucking Gundam which is still controlled by the MMO controls in-game, so it's not like an actual cockpit. It's like a weird green void space with weird green ball thingies they hold on to. I don't know. But they've brought other stuff over too that wasn't Gunpla, like straight Gunpla Gundam stuff, like just bits and pieces and parts. So like theoretically, they could bring a rocket or one of the like space time continuum altering Gundams over into the real world to go from furry world to real world. It could probably do weird out-of-body experience by walking as their furry planet transported selves into the shop where they're sitting playing the MMO, but their body is comatose. Like, that would just be weird. You're looking at yourself playing a game. And presumably, if you somehow looked at the screens, you'd just be in this never-ending loop of just looking at a screen. It's definitely not something you're supposed to think too much about. 100%. You're not supposed to think about it that hard. It's a show for kids made to sell model kits. But Gonna Build Divers Re-Rise, definitely, I'd say probably second best of the Build series. The original Build Fighters is just, top tier. I mean, technically even that ends with sorta kinda aliens in a way. I mean, the one main character came from another world the whole time. Everyone thought he was kidding when he said he's from another planet, like another place, another world. Thought he was a joker. No, he actually did come from another world. And then he had to go back because MacGuffin that was keeping him there disappeared. And of course he took love interest with him, and she just decided to become his queen. What was she leaving behind in the real world? Like, Earth? Nothing, really. She was an orphan, had no family. And he was, like, the only one that showed her genuine kindness. Music, yes it did, of course. It's a playlist. Come on, YouTube, it's a playlist. If I have it on loop, it means I want to keep hearing it. That's interesting. That's the like ankle flap, but it's up in the calf there. That's actually kind of cool. Okay. So we got most of that leg. I'm kind of sort of skipping a few steps. The few steps being make the top half of the make the top half of the leg. I'm gonna finish off the bottom half of the leg first, and then I'll make the rest the top. Gotta use one of our few big stickers here. But enough about that. Let's get to more not so, you know, out there things in Gundam. Let's just go back to building a suit in a series where the people that were created due to eugenics program figured they're better than humanity. And should wipe out the rest of them. Yes, that is Gundam Seed. We're genetically altered to be better. I mean, it depends on who's who, what you were altered for. Even then, it's not perfect, and also the sterility rate gets higher the more generations they go. It's like, you know, sorry, you're not the better race. You're a step in the right direction, though. You're a step in the right direction to making better humanity. Doesn't mean you are better than all of humanity. Gundam Seed is a little wild. I watched you on Body. Hey, Mari. How's it going? I got a lurk, have fun button. Thanks, Kawaii. Thanks for the lurk, appreciate it. Thanks for chatting. And for the follow. Hope you have yourself a great day. Good, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, doing pretty good. Today's been a good day so far. I'm finally off from work. Had a 7-day stretch of work. And now I get 2 off. Mostly because we're just off in general today, like everybody, because it's family day here in Ontario, Canada. So we're just shut down for the day, but we're still getting paid. 8-hour day, 8-hour pay to stay home. Thank you. I'm glad. How goes the build? Build going pretty good. Simpler build, because it's an older kit, but it's still going fine. No major hiccups or anything. Yeah, I'm just gonna put it there now. Come on. Oh, that's tight. We have most of the Blitz Gundam right now. We just need a leg, and then it's weapons. we're working on the other leg now. This little invisible ninja fucker. I thought this would go by a lot quicker, but I've just been so caught up talking and stuff that, well, we're almost at 2 hours and I'm still got a bunch of this to go. But I mean, that's how it always happens. Once I get talking, I get distracted. But that's fine. It'd be boring if I just sat here in silence and just like, okay, everyone, now you're gonna watch me just snip these parts and put it together with little to no commentary. I know that's what you're here for. I don't know how well that picked up because I got the filter on right now. Actually looked back to see how some of the stuff I say sounds when I have the filter on with this mic. I know with my old one, when it wanted to cut things out because of the noise suppression, it's like, oh yeah, it just won't pick up half your voice sometimes if you want to go like an octave higher or lower. But I don't know how this one does. So I have been very happy with this with the Razer mic. Hasn't failed me. It's not staticky like the last one when in its dying days. I'm not sounding like I'm underwater, and I don't have to rely on the crappy headset mic. The headset mic is for emergencies or Discord only. Get a new strap in my headphones though. I feel like this one's starting to wear out, so it's really loose and not sitting as tightly. And also replacement ear muffs for them. I know they're out. I know they exist. These are starting to get a little warm and they're not as comfy on me anymore. This is a multi-year-old, easily 3-year-old headset though, or at least getting to 3 years old. Also, if you've not done so, please check out Lumimari, good friend of mine, a VTuber. Sometimes they show their face, but that's only on very special occasions. In the more current future, now. Not too long ago, they debuted a new model, which is absolutely cute, adorable, and awesome looking. And also just recently finished a great little fundraiser for the kids. Raised double her goal for it. It's a lot of fun. You never know what she's gonna play, never know what she's gonna do next, so it's always a surprise and always a wonderful surprise. You dare while I'm expelling? It's the only chance I get. You're welcome, Mari. Arthur, the king, or the anteater? The anteater. No, he's not an anteater. He's an aardvark. What the hell am I talking about? He's an aardvark. Yeah, he even tripped me up there for a second. He's an aardvark. Yeah, Mari absolutely loves Arthur and knows a massive amount about it. Even down to specific episodes. It's actually insane how much she knows. She really is an Arthur lore master. Like, that is not hyperbole. She knows a fuck ton. I've been going to bed to the sounds of Arthur lately. Nice. Good if you want to sleep, good if you want to work, good if you just want to have some fun. Arthur is there for all occasions. If you haven't heard yet, you wanted a synthwave cover of the theme? Oh my god. Synthwave version of the Arthur theme. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to listen to that after. Probably gonna be right on your playlist now, isn't it, Mari? And other news, Ruby is still doing a lot better now. Having a lot easier time getting up on her own. We don't have to, like, support her back end, like, at all now. She can get up, she can walk around a lot more now. Hell, she practically runs. She's starting to step with her left foot and leg more, too. Sometimes it drags and knuckles, but she is making actual steps. We've seen it. So she has made a hell of a lot of progress. We just gotta keep up with some rehab exercises we were shown. And, yeah. She probably won't be 100%. She'll have a little bit of a weird walk and stuff. But she's more or less she'll be back to her regular self, which is good. Yeah, but she's better. She's doing a lot better now. We're keeping her away from going up and down stairs still. Probably will for about another 2 weeks or so before we attempt that, just because she's still not completely stable on her feet. And yeah, we don't want to run the risk of her deciding to go down the stairs and then her back leg just kind of gives out and then she slips and goes head first down onto the tile. But she's getting there. Yeah, from what the rehab person had said after we described everything and just how she's recovered as much as she was when she saw her, she's pretty sure she had a spinal stroke. That's what happened. She's at about the right age for those to crop up and happen. So it wasn't anything like a herniated or slipped disc. It was just a spinal stroke. An embolism, like a blood clot just happened and screwed things up. Though, from what she says, and apparently also the research done into stuff like that, it doesn't really happen in the same dog twice, so we're not gonna have to worry about that happening again with her. But we just gotta keep doing what we're doing right now and just let time and everything to, get her to heal up fully again, or as full as she can. So, might be maybe another month, possibly. Who knows, until eventually she appears walking in on screen again. But she's doing good. She's doing really good. I'm very, very glad she's actually doing better. I was worried we'd end up having to put her down or something if she didn't get better at all, or if she got worse. I was worried, but she's recovering. She's recovering remarkably quick. We just gotta keep doing what we're doing. She still has her personality and everything. She's already trying to get our attention with her little growls and everything, wanting to be playful. I think she's just still a little frustrated she can't move exactly how she wants yet. Just a little. Yeah, so she's probably just a tad bit frustrated. Which, I mean, anyone would be. Anyone would be if they suddenly can't do what they used to. But she's getting there, slowly, and she'll adapt. I mean, she's already adapted pretty well. Before we even really did the exercises with her back leg and stuff, she was already starting to get used to trying to walk on just 3 legs. So now that she's regained some, a little bit more movement in that left leg, and yeah, she's adapting again. And then soon she'll just be, walking. Just normal-ish. So yeah, she's doing good. Though we're not going to let her up on our beds anymore. While, yes, the spinal stroke more than likely won't happen again, we're not going to chance her hurting herself if she jumps up and something gives out, or she falls a different way or whatever. So we're just going to have to keep her from doing that. That was the only thing she was ever doing. Just jumping up onto our beds just to nap. Gonna suck. I'm gonna miss out on my little pal in bed sometimes, but that's okay. She still likes sleeping in her crate. Always has, and no, always will. Okay, now I can add the side skirts. And oh, that's actually going to be the end of this runner, so we'll be down to 2. Yep, so that's the end of that guy. Take a drink from my Mari mug. Stickers to these bad boys. Oh, we're almost done with the stickers. So that's something. We're nearly done with them. There's only 3 stickers to go. 2 of them are going on these side skirts, and the last one will be for its main weapon. It's Tricaros Offensive Shield System. Yes, they managed to turn a shield into a weapon. That isn't like Captain America's shield. It's not a thrown shield, a thrown round shield. No, it's a big giant slab with a gun underneath. Okay. So that's one side skirt. And okay, there's just the Blitz with no weapons. Just the Blitz itself. Which, again, very different look from your standard Gundam. But I like it. I like the look of that. It reached into A tier when I did the Seed Mobile Suit one, so... Seed Mobile Suit tier list, so clearly it did something right that I liked. Not the best of the best, but still pretty damn good. Alright, time to make its first weapon here. Its little shooty claw. Of course, it's got a grabby claw that I can shoot out on a rope. Oh, this thing has little tiny verniers inside because it's also rocket propelled. Which, I mean, makes sense. You're in space. You're gonna want rockets to be able to make that thing go fast in a straight line. Or in Earth's gravity, if you want it to just move at all and not just immediately go collapse into the ground. Okay, and then 29. 8, right? Yeah, 8. Get in there. Is that in there? Yeah. There's a lot going on in here. Just for a claw. Oh, that's awkward to shift around when it gets in there. Did I do it right? No, I didn't. I'm a dumbass. What else is new? There we go. Okay, claw time. Which is just 2 parts. Snap together. I mean, you could definitely use this as just a weapon without it actually working as a claw. Doesn't have to be a grabby claw, just have this thing shoot out as is, and you got yourself a little mini piercing drill. And that goes here. Like, damn. You can just punch someone with that thing and take out a good chunk of their suit. And wow, I actually completely skipped over the actual gun. its entire shield system here. The Tricaros Offensive Shield System. Oh yeah, they put a safety flag on this thing. They put a safety flag on it. That's actually hilarious. Okay, what am I doing wrong here? I'm putting it on backwards, aren't I? Yep, I'm 100% putting it on backwards. Go me! Oh man. this off now is going to be a bitch. Makes more sense now. There we go. Gotta add the darts it has, because it has fucking rocket-propelled darts. Of all things. Why? I don't know. Let's even say what the hell. Lancer Dart Hypervelocity Kinetic Energy Penetrator. Oh. Rocket-propelled shafts can penetrate armor and detonate after impact. Okay, okay. Still, of all things, darts. Big-ass darts. And why is only one of them a separate piece? Oh. I know why one of them is a separate piece. If you really wanted to recreate his death scene, have him hold this with an arm off and then get, you know, impaled. No, not impaled, bisected. Damn, where does this go? So all the darts are different lengths. Just in general, they're all different lengths. Like, why? Why are some longer than others? I don't think these things extend. Excuse me. Wait, this doesn't have a combination beam rifle, beam gun. They're separate, I forgot. It's a separate beam saber, and then a separate barrel for the beam rifle. I'm thinking of a different version of it that I'll talk about in a second and a half. Possibly. Motherfucker, how even? I'm missing something. Oh, yeah, okay. There we go. This thing basically just has a beam saber locked in and mounted on the bottom of this thing. Like, it's literally a beam saber. I'm pretty sure it's the same kind of beam saber the Strike has. It's just there. We just got it sitting in there. That's what R&D did. We couldn't make the same barrel shoot beams and also form a saber, so we just made a gun, and then we put a sword underneath it. We just welded it there. Good R&D, guys. I know these are prototypes, but holy fuck. so it's loose if you want to show it has been fired, I guess. Or, again, recreate the death scene. If you're a sick bastard like that. Which I might be. He was 15. He played piano. Well, he wasn't very good. Sometimes he would just mash the keys. I love that entire post. Long and short of it is, he was 15. He liked to play the piano. He wasn't very good at it. We beat the shit out of him for it when it got annoying. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Now I'm just gonna scream names again. Bye. Of course it went again. Okay. Well, that's it for stickers. Awesome. And now I gotta fit his hand around it and then flip it into the shoulder peg that's here. Somehow. It's gotta be awkward, doesn't it? In? Oh, I guess it's in. Thought it would be more of a thing, but nope. That's it. Damn it. That doesn't feel right to me. Apparently that is right. Okay. I'll take it, I guess. Alright, so there we go. There is the Blitz Gundam in all of its glory. There's a few more pieces I got in here, mostly for if I want to display the claw as if it was being fired off from the arm. I'll get those pieces snipped out now, but I'm not really gonna, worry about them. Probably won't display it like that. On a potentially newer version of this kit, they might make these articulated, so you don't have to have separate pieces and parts swap it out. Also, it comes with a little mini stand, so you can, have it fired out and not have to worry about it, just literally being loose. So that's neat. It's actually really neat. That's it for that runner. The last pieces on here are for that as well. Yeah, just for the wire to be mounted into, and then plug the other end onto the claw so they can be connected. So I'll just kind of keep those off to the side. I don't 100% need them, and yeah, that's that. 5 of those left over. Cool. There we go. There's our Blitz. There's our Blitz Gundam. And I know I said about the Tricaro shield, how I'd talk about something about it later as part of its history, or at least the Blitz. The Blitz's legacy did live on. In that history I was talking about, a little about it, it did get its arm cut off by the strike, and when it blew up, it was just this holding one of the darts. And there was nothing left of the Blitz after that, other than the arm with the Tricaros offensive shield on it. This didn't just go away. This was found. and later mounted on the damaged Astray gold frame to replace its already damaged and ejected arm. Literally, they just took this, mounted it on another mobile suit as is, and then painted the rest of it black to kind of match. Why'd they do that? Well, thanks to this arm, the gold frame gained the Mirage Colloid, so it could turn invisible. But because that was just a very quick fix, they were just like, okay, slap it on there and I can put it into battle real fast. They did perfect it later, make it better, into the Tricaros offensive shield system, or Tricaros Kai offensive shield system in the gold frame Astray Amatsu, or in this case, the one I have, the Amatsu Mina, which is right here. So let me actually just take the arm off. So we have the original and the upgrade, I guess you could say. It still has the darts, because of course it does. But the general shape of, you know, the shoulder is still there. It's just got different markings and stuff on it. Maybe better if I put them down. So, yeah. The Blitz's legacy still lived on, even after it and the pilot were gone. So where the hell did this come from? It came off of you, because it's in your gold color, but I don't know where. You plug in somewhere. Oh, good lord, your forearm is ready to come off. See, it's separating. Damn. Wow. Yeah, no, seriously, where the hell did you go? Plug in somewhere. Ah, I see it. It's on the backpack here. There we go. Actually, since that has a peg and this has a peg, I wonder... Oh god, it's not meant for that. If I put it in any further, I'm gonna stretch out the polycap and then it's gonna keep falling off that arm, but... Fuck it. At least enough. Yeah, I mean, that technically works. Let me just get that off now. Can it work the opposite way? Oh god, it's so... The hole is... The peg is too small for this hole. It can't even hold it. Alright, let's get them their proper arms back together. Hopefully I didn't stretch out the hole much. Okay, yeah, you're a nice, still tight fit. And we got the Blitz Gundam in all of its dark shaded glory. I'll probably try to panel line what I can on it later. Alright, let's swap over screens. There we go. So yeah, Blitz, not bad. I like I like its big giant shield. Its big giant shield gun saber thing. I have a random beam effect part here. Will it fit in there? Yes, actually it will. It has a pink beam like every other one in the series, but I only have a yellow one right now, but that kind of works. So we can just turn that on and just, you know, slash at you. Or shoot the beam gun just above it. The one on the gold frame, it combines the two, so it's just one barrel that can either shoot out a beam or generate a beam blade, which I guess is probably better, possibly. I mean, it shrinks things down. It keeps less stuff there. Okay. So let's bring up this. Don't sneeze. Kinda sneezed anyway. Okay, so schedule for the rest of the week. We'll have another Gunplot and Chill tomorrow sometime. Probably won't be 10, but we'll see what happens. It could be later in the day as well. We'll more than likely build the Aegis Gundam tomorrow. So that'll be the last of the initial 5 G weapons, and then I'll just be making another version of the Strike for the last Gunpla build. Gunpla and Chill. Oh my god. Goldframe, you're just like kind of falling apart on me. What the fuck? You were one of the earlier kits I made, kinda. Sorta. Yeah. We'll see what I can do about that later. Just probably end up putting it back on the shelf to sit there with the other 2 Astrays. So, anyway, thanks, everyone for watching, commenting, lurking, and following. Appreciate it very, very much. Again, next time you see me, it'll be sometime tomorrow, possibly 10, probably more than likely a little later. So I hope everyone has themselves a great rest of their day. I'll see you next time.